Hey, good morning, everyone. Tractorman 44 here. Hey, what we're going to do today, we're going to hurry up quick and move a couple of old Massey Harris tractors. Been sitting there for a number of months. I don't know. I think maybe 6 or 7 months or something like that. One of them's got a bad water pump. And so I've got the generator or the alternator off of it. And I'm in the process of trying to get an old water pump off of another spare engine I've got apart so I can actually rebuild that. But that doesn't seem to be going too good. So I don't know, it might be down for the count on this one. But at least I'll be able to fire it up and move it out of the way without doing any damage or anything like that. So hang in there real quick. We're going to run out there and fire those guys up if they've got a mind to run for me. And we're going to get them out of the way and move them.
The last thing I was doing, I'd hooked onto that one large red oak and was pulling it up out of here whenever the last battery died. And so we just quit there. I went ahead and put it in the pile. Now we've got those two to go ahead and relocate. And I'm going to go ahead and fire up these two tractors. And we'll talk about them whenever I get around to doing it. But we're going to go ahead and move those guys out of the way and clean up the entire area. Now I moved this tractor over here during cold weather. So it's probably November or December or something. So it's been sitting about 6 or 7 months or so. So I went ahead and uncovered the smoke pipe, put the air breather back on, untarped it, put a battery in. It's got a little bit of juice in it. So we're going to go ahead and turn the gas on and see if it's going to want to run. Now I use a product called G in my gas. Opened up the petcock and everything. Go ahead and double check, make sure it's in neutral, gives a neutral handshake. But I use a product called G in all my gas and D in all my diesel. And that stuff has not failed to stabilize my fuel. Now, I've used gallons, well, you know, a good amount of stable over the years. And stable is a good product, no doubt about it. But I think G is definitely superior. And no, this is not a paid advertisement. So with a little bit of luck, if I got enough juice in the battery and don't have any corrosion on any of the contact points, this thing should fire up. Double check neutral. We'll go ahead and give this guy a choke. This guy requires a choke almost all the time. Well, that's a good sign, but that means it doesn't have full fuel in the carburetor yet. I talk all the time about the reliability of these flathead Continentals on these old tractors. This happens to be an early 50s model of Massey Harris Model 30, which has the 162 cubic inch Continental flathead 4-cylinder in it. These things are literally bulletproof. They're very similar to the Continental engine they had in the Jeeps during World War II and then for many, many years. You know, almost the exact same engine. A little bit different, but close to the same. But man, these guys are just great. Pay no attention to the 72 Chevrolet cab. This guy here is a horse of a different color, even though it's pretty much the same tractor as what that other one was. It's within a year or two. They're both within a year or two of the same age. And I got rid of another one just exactly like them to another cousin of mine, here just several months back. So this thing's been sitting here about the same length of time. I don't recall when, just at the end of the winter, I know. So it had to be in January or February, you know, so it's only been sitting a short while. But this guy here's got a bad water pump. And the reason I had it out so long is I had the water pump off of it up by the shed, and I was trying to get in there and rebuild it, but I can't get the water pump to come apart. It's just galled completely into the casting. So I can only run this for just a limited amount of time. There's no water in the radiator. So if it does want to go ahead and start, I've only got, you know, a little bit of time before it's going to want to overheat. So I have to move it pretty quickly. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And once again, I just transferred the battery into this guy here. Verified I've got a couple of inches of gas in it. Don't worry about the radiator, you know, because it's just going to run out anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and see if this thing will fire up. Again, always neutral handshake, guys. had the gas shut off and run dry, so it's got to fill that float bowl. That grumbling you're hearing is a throw-out bearing. I did a total engine rebuild on this thing. Oh my gosh, it's been 15 years ago or so. And I no more than put this thing back together, and that throw-out bearing started rumbling. And it's steadily getting worse. So it's going to fail one of these days.
Well, guys, that went pretty good, didn't it? I guess you could tell that throw-out bearing is bad on that 130. I should have went ahead and pulled that motor right back out right then and went ahead and put a new throw-out bearing. But you know, that's been, like I said, 10, 12 years ago, might be 14 years ago or longer now. Might even be longer, much longer than that actually. And it's still doing okay outside of being noisy, you know. But other than that, that's about all there is to listen here, guys. And this is Trackman 44, and I'm out of here.